going to do a quick review of E39 because I know we've got a lot of new people that have joined us here this past week, and we're going to always drill down on E39 so that you fully understand every part of it with perfect clarity so that you're easily able to explain it to new people, because there's going to be a lot of new people that you're going to need to explain this to. And then we're going to take some question and answers. And you notice we're doing a little different format here today. We're going to do a full screen to keep everyone's undivided attention on the training. And at the end of the training here today, we will go back to the chat mode and open up chat for a Q&A session. So any questions that come up along the way, folks, please write them down. You'll have an opportunity at the end of the webinar today. So again, welcome to the Saturday ILE training. Let's talk about some of the recent updates. What's going on here with the E39. Now, folks, this last week we just opened up in the shopping cart. I believe you can now purchase $10 shopping and dining cards, which are basically going to provide up to $250 in direct savings through the shopping and dining portals. And if you haven't been on the YouTube channel in the last 24 hours, you're going to definitely want to go there and check out the new webinar presentation that we recorded yesterday. It's about 32 minutes, so it's a nice half-hour presentation specifically made to be shared with other people. It's a little bit shorter than the ones we normally run live, so that's nice. We do go through a full demonstration of both the shopping and the dining portals, illustrating some of the discounts and so forth. So now that this is available and live, you're going to want to start sharing that video. So again, if you're taking notes here and if you're brand new and not been to this video channel, we have a specific YouTube channel set up just for Lumaxa at lumaxavideos.com. It should be the very first video that you see on there now. Is the latest uploaded video. It's called the E39 webinar presentation. And it's, again, about 32 minutes long, and it's got a full demonstration in that webinar presentation of the shopping and the dining bonuses and how they work. But ladies and gentlemen, this adds a truly unlimited value to our E39 bonus package. I mean, as if they didn't already, people weren't already getting enough value with the incredible travel discount reward program that's available. But on top of that, now you can add really an unlimited value because they can purchase as many of these $10 cards as they wish to buy, and they don't have to all be for personal use. You may want to purchase 10 of them just for family members for Christmas, because they are going to make fantastic Christmas gifts. I mean, that's a real $250 in value that you're getting for $10. So, when you give that to somebody, that's a real $250 gift. I mean, they'll truly save that if they decide to use it. So it's a great addition to the E39 package. I mean, now you're talking about a package that's valued probably very conservatively over $2,000 to $3,000 in value between the three different benefits: the travel rewards and benefits package, along with the shopping dining portals and all that comes with it. It's very, very, very easy to save a couple grand with this program, and a person only pays $88 plus some shipping and handling up front and $39 a month. So you're looking at well under $600 for the first year to get started in E39. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully that you're seeing the big picture here, that you've got what I would consider in the marketing world to be a bit of a slam dunk here. I mean, if you truly get people to watch that webinar for 32 minutes and they fully understand what they're getting for $49 one-time setup and $39 a month, plus they're getting, of course, 32 pieces of the gum up front. They're getting real product that they can use and sample and share with other people that can really bring quick results. This is the biggest no-brainer opportunity of the year, folks. I'm telling you, there's just no way that a person should say no to this, especially when they can see how they can make all kinds of income on a residual basis. And it's only the feeder system. I mean, the feeder system builds something even bigger on the back end. So let's kind of dive into the training here a little bit, and we're going to review. For some of you, this will be a little bit of review, but we do this training really for the new people, or the people that haven't been around for too long and I haven't quite got it all put together yet. So we're going to go through this for your benefit, really. And if you already understand this well, repetition's the mother of skill. So the more times you hear it, the more refined it becomes in your mind and the more clear you're going to be able to explain this to somebody else. So it doesn't hurt to hear it again. Let's kind of review the overall strategies. Why did Lumaxa go to this, Empower System E39 program? Again, the reason why is because we have a compensation system that has been refined, but it still has a lot of working, moving parts to it. And what we really wanted to focus on was the strength of the KISS method of marketing. KISS means keep it super simple. And the way to keep it super simple is to direct people through a narrow channel. In other words, you want to have one path that people walk down that makes it very fast and easy. And you don't want to put a new person on where they're standing in front of 3 or 4 different paths. Okay, you want to have one path that just makes it easy. Jump on this path, run down this path, and as they start to run down that path, they're going to start to observe things, they're going to learn things, they're going to experience things, they're going to start to achieve success because there's very, very low, there's no really big obstacles in their learning process. The knowledge and the learning curve is small. We're making it, they call it the path of least resistance, okay? We're putting people on the path of least resistance. We're trying to minimize, the mental reasoning why people wouldn't want to get started and jump in right away and make money. We're trying to make this so easy, simple, that anybody can do this, regardless of age or experience, background, doesn't matter. So that's what we're striving to accomplish with E39, is to make the path of least resistance so easy and so simple that anybody can do it. And part of the process of making it simple is putting a couple simple choices in front of people for the product. As you know, Lumaxa has a wonderful assortment of products available, but we don't want to make that a complex, hard decision up front. Which product do I go with? Do I look at this one? Do I do that one? Should I try that one? I need to learn more about this. I need to read up on that. Maybe I should try this. No, very, very simple. Remember, it's about speed and duplication. That's how we build big businesses in network marketing. People like to have just simple choices, not a whole expanded view, but just keep it simple, keep it narrow. So the company with E39 chose to go with the gum products because, again, very, very affordable. At $39, you're going to get 32 pieces of either the X8 Energy Gum or the Seva Slim. So I like the fact that, we're in one category, we're in the gum category. And this is a product that's easy to share with other people right away. It's a product that brings fast results. People can experience that gum by chewing it for just even 5 minutes. They can start to see the flavor of it. After about an hour or two, they'll notice. And if they were hungry when they chewed the gum, they'll even see how quickly it can ward off that hunger and those hunger pains that they're experiencing, so forth. So it brings very fast results. And that's also a big part of why the gum was selected. But it's portable. It's easy for you to pop into your, put into your jacket, into your car, your vehicle, your purse, whatever. So when you're out and about and you come in, run into people, maybe you tear off a couple of those pouches and hand them off to somebody to share. The gum product is an easy product. That's the bottom line. Okay, and the fact that they do have a choice, because maybe not everybody wants to lose weight, so maybe Seva Slim isn't going to interest everybody, although it will interest most people. X8 Energy Gum, for everybody that's younger, that's in fit, great shape, they don't need to lose any weight, but they're 19, 20, 21 years old, they're a college student, they're probably drinking, a good percentage of them are drinking the Monsters and the Red Bull energy drinks, 5-hour shots. Go ahead and give them the gum and the energy gum. So, the gum, it appeals to a lot of different people. It's simple, it's easy, and that's why we went with the gum product. Now, the $39 monthly is very key. It's affordable to 90% of the buying public. $1.10 per day is what it breaks down to. It's very, very realistic, and again, we're looking for the path of least resistance here. A lot of people in this industry, they're being introduced to companies that want $49 or $59 or $99 a month auto ships right up front. This is $39 a month. It's in the realm of affordable for most people. Again, in the compensation plan here, people are going to be set up to profit quickly because it's a unilevel plan. There's no balancing. There's no left and right like the dual team, which, is a system for massive leverage on the back end. But with this unilevel plan, everybody goes first level. They're making instant profits up front on a monthly basis. And we'll get into all the comp plan in a minute. So, the key with E39 is to get people tasting success early on and get them locked in for building long-term wealth with the dual team. That's really why we're doing this. Again, help them make money fast using the power of 3. And think about it for a minute. Is it conceivable that everybody can locate 3 people in your multiple spheres of influence around you, in the spheres of other people that you can come in contact with, that either want to lose a little weight, have a little more energy, make an extra $1,000 a month, $1,000 a week, or $1,000 a day, and save potentially $1,000 between travel, shopping, and dining that they're going to spend money on next year anyway? Is it conceivable you can find 3 people? Folks, I'm telling you, this is so achievable. Anybody can do this if they just put a little effort into this program. If you just duplicate 3 down 5 levels in our comp plan, and 3, by the way, when you enroll 3, that does open up the entire 5-level unilevel to you as far as qualification. You would generate $1,600 a month and $800 a month in Lumaxa dollars, which you can use to promote the dual team program with and the back end part of this compensation system. And, that's a nice little sideline business. That's a nice part-time income. That's more income in a month than, most people make in MLM. So that's a nice, achievable goal for anybody on a part-time basis. Now, if you're a little more serious about, Lumaxa and you're more geared toward full-time, then you certainly could extend those profits much higher by enrolling a 4th or a 5th person so that you can duplicate 4x5 or a 5x5. A 5x5, where you enroll 5 and duplicate that through 5 levels, will push the $1,600 a month up to $20,000 per month. Now you're in a very elite category. Just on the feeder system, you're making over 6 figures a year. So there's some real big opportunities here with the E39 as far as compensation by itself. And of course, the Lumaxa dollars is the side benefit here. You get a 50% match on everything. That's going to help you generate even bigger profits on the back end of dual team. Again, we're going to go through all that here today. Understand the psychology. There is a psychology in sales and marketing, and part of the psychology of a system like E39 is to develop the idea of a progressive wins experience. And what does that mean, progressive wins? It means that we want to set the obstacles, and we don't want any obstacles for people, but there's going to be every business, every compensation plan has qualifiers. Every business has steps and hoops to jump through to get to certain levels of achievement and earn certain bonuses and so forth. And sometimes those obstacles, those qualifications are just too challenging, too hard, and people can't make any money. And if they have to labor or work too hard to progress through the comp plan, they get tired, frustrated, discouraged, and they quit within usually less than 90 days. And you can always tell when a company's compensation plan is too stringent, too difficult for people, because a lot of people will quit right away. They feel like they're losing the battle, like they can't achieve success because the qualifications are too difficult or perceived to be too difficult by the average person. Well, what you really want to have is you want to have a brand new person and assume somebody has no experience in network marketing, assume that they've never been involved in any kind of business like this before, and they've never ventured out in anything like this. Is it possible or conceivable that they can experience success right away and early on? And with a very simple laid out program with easy qualifications, it begins to develop momentum because they can easily see themselves, first of all, being involved on something that only costs less than $100 to get started and $39 a month. That's a win, because see, in people's minds, they already agree with that. They're like, yep, that's affordable. I can handle that. Great. Cha-ching. That's win number 1. Okay. Now, the next goal would be to get that person convinced that they can enroll up to 3 people minimum. And once they look at all the benefits, they see the value in the travel program, they see the value in the shopping, the dining portal, and they taste and try the gum products, they're like, oh, this is incredible. Of course I can find 3 people. Cha-ching, win number 2. Now you just established another point of a positive, point where they can move forward, because they've come into agreement with 2 things already. 1, that they can afford to be in it. Number 2, that they can easily find 3 other people. And then, of course, as they progress on and they start to help their people find 2 or 3 people, and they believe that that's possible, and they see that start to happen, then it's like you move to another point, and that's another win. And then when they start to see Lumaxa dollars come into their account and they start to spend Lumaxa dollars to get product out and people love the product, that's another win. See, it's like from level to level, from step to step. You're building something here, but it starts from in very small steps, and it starts to build momentum, and it's all positive. What you don't want is you don't want to get somebody believing they can join a program and get started, and then they start working it for 30 days, and then they get to a point where they realize, oh, there's more qualification than I thought, or oh, I guess this is going to be a lot harder than I thought, and all of a sudden your progressive wins experience starts to fade out, and they all of a sudden they start to doubt themselves, they doubt everything about what they're doing, and they probably stop doing anything in the business, and who knows, they're probably going to quit. That's not what we're shooting for here with E39. E39 has been set up and designed so that it's a very fast-moving program, easy qualification. Everybody can taste and touch money very quickly, and you can get into a profit-making situation very, very quickly. And of course, the farther down the path you go, the faster the momentum builds. And when you start getting your teammates making money and getting Lumaxa dollars, that's when the acceleration starts to happen, because now you got that double dipping experience starting to happen. You're going to make money in both the E39 program, and you're going to make money on the back end in the dual team, and your people will too. So these are all parts of the psychology built into this program, and it's designed to be the path of least resistance to getting your business built on Lumaxa, to create a progressive experience of winning and feeling successful and seeing and actually experiencing success monetarily, making money, okay? Not just feeling successful, but actually getting paid and seeing your downline get paid, because it's been laid out that way. And remember, everything that we're doing here is with the purpose of a bigger picture in mind. Now, keep in mind, I want to make this point real quick, that you can single-mindedly or be focused on just this E39 program. If this is something that really resonates with you, and you just like the way this program's laid out, and this really comes easy for you to pitch to other people and easy for you to explain, you see duplication and growth, and you're just like, you know what, I don't really understand the dual team comp plan, and I get a little tongue-tied. I'm not sure how to explain it. I'm just comfortable right here with E39. Great. Fantastic. You know what? You don't have to do anything in the dual team if you don't want to. It's going to be building almost simultaneously on the side behind you. I would definitely encourage you to at least get qualified in the dual team with a 50 DTV monthly order once your team starts to grow and build, because then you'll at least be able to generate some income. But you don't have to consciously even worry about the dual team. If all you did was focus your 100% of your attention and effort on E39, you're going to build a very nice income and business there. And on the side, growing, parallel to your growth in the E39 program, your dual team is going to start to fill out and start to generate future income as well. So don't get all stressed out thinking, well, I got to master 2 comp plans. I have to do E39 and the dual team. No. We're trying to keep everyone's attention focused on the easy part. That's E39. Again, path of least resistance. That's what you should be sharing and telling the public about. Dual team is on the back end working for you, and it's going to leverage back in, efforts multiple times over, and your income potential is far greater on the back end. But that's kind of the longer term picture. Look at the here and now. That's the E39 program. That's where you want to be focusing your time and attention. But everything does feed into this back end. But keep in mind, they are separate programs. Okay, so each has their own monthly qualifier. You do not have to be in the dual team qualification right away. You can start a new person off on E39, get them making some money, start to get their team built down 2 or 3 levels. When they start making more than their $39 a month and so forth, let's say they're making $50, $100, $200 a month, at that point in time, then their downline is going to start to see a little bit of money coming in. That's when they may want to go ahead and upgrade their 50 DTV in the dual team, because at that point, your team is about to follow over, and they're already there. They're already positioned there, but they're not activated. And when I say follow over, I mean that they're going to come over and activate their positions with volume with the 50 DTV order, and because they're making money, right? And now they know that they're in a position to start generating income to the dual team as well. Well, make sure you're qualified before they do. Otherwise, you're going to be missing out on some extra commission dollars on the back end. Again, double dipping. That's one of the beautiful things about this program, is that You're focusing and concentrating your effort on the E39, the simplicity of it. At the same time, things are filling out back here in the dual team, and when your organization on the E39 starts to generate Lumaxa dollars, remember 50% of every commission dollar you make up to $1,000 a day max income, which means $500 a day max on Lumaxa dollars can be generated, or $15,000 a month. Those Lumaxa dollars in your organization's hands are going to be used to buy products that will be shipped out to prospects in their circles of influence around the country. And when they place orders and direct ship product to people to try and experience every month, that's going to create commissionable volume in the dual team. And again, that's going to bolster up income and profits that you're going to make, not just through 5 levels here. Remember, the dual team is unlimited levels deep over here. This can grow 10 levels, 50 levels, 100 levels, 1,000 levels deep. So this is going to continue to grow and grow and grow, even though you're limited to 5 levels of growth on the E39. Okay, but the double dipping means you're gonna generate income from your individuals here first on E39 to the 5 levels, and then eventually, when they're spending those Lumaxa dollars, that's putting volume into your dual team. So that's the double dip, and that's what's so powerful about this concept. And there's no other company in the industry that has a system set up like this where you can generate up to $15,000 per month. I mean, who does that? There's nobody else in the industry that's doing that. $15,000 a month as a promotional budget, basically, for you to give away product to introduce Lumaxa to your friends and other people that you come in contact with, as a way to try and sample Lumaxa for a month. They don't even have to pay for the shipping. It's 100% paid for through Lumaxa dollars, guys. I mean, you could be like Santa Claus every day of your life, giving away great value, great products at no cost to anybody to try. You think that's going to explode your business or what? I mean, when people have a genuine need, a desire to try our products and they don't have to pay for it, you give it to them as a gift, that's going to create something called the law of reciprocity. People then kind of feel almost in a way obligated to respond, because like when someone gives you something, it's like you feel in a way like you need to reciprocate. And that's when you offer a generous $100 product package to somebody, you say, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it, I'll ship it out to you, you'll have it in a couple of days, it won't cost you a nickel. They're like, wow, they just gave me $100 worth of product to try. And when they try the product, of course, we know they're going to love it. They're gonna like, I want to get on board with this. What do I got to do? You know, so by sampling, sharing out the Lumaxa products with Lumaxa dollars, and doing that massively with a budget of maybe $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, up to $15,000 a month in Lumaxa dollars, it's going to create some wild and exciting growth on the back dual team. So here's an example of the layout of the E39 system. Basically, $39 a month. A unilevel means that it's a flat line. It means it goes straight across, unlimited width. Unlike a dual team that goes in depth, this program goes in width. So your first level, you can have 5 first level wide, you can have 10, 20, 50, 100. For some of you recruiters out there, you're more than likely going to recruit probably 100 people or more. But how many do you really need to make money? Well, you need a minimum of 3 to get down through 5 levels, okay? Just being on board for the $39 a month and staying qualified with that will get you qualified to earn through 2 levels of pay. Now, if you enroll 2 people, okay, 2 people that you think want to lose weight, have more energy, make $1,000 a month, week, or day, generate an extra $1,000 to $3,000 a year in savings on travel, shopping, and dining. Can you find 2? If you said yes, then guess what? You just doubled your levels from 2 to 4. Now you can be paid through 4 levels. If you can squeeze out 1 more, if you can enroll a 3rd personal into the system, then now you open up all 5 levels. Now, should you just shoot for the minimum, or should you shoot for a bigger number? Well, may I suggest that you stretch your mind to try to believe that you can enroll 5 people. That would be the challenge, okay? I would personally recommend and challenge everybody to set your mind to think of no less than a minimum of 5 people. Why? Because this is the easiest program on earth. You should have no difficulty finding 5 people to see the value of this business. It's just simply a matter of effort. If you're willing to put in the effort, trust me, the rewards on the back end will be more than worth your time and effort to find a few extra from your 3 to make it 5. If you go ahead and make that extra effort to go from the 3 to adding 2 more and go 5 and duplicate 5 down to 5 levels, your income potential, guys, is staggering. It will go to 20,000 plus per month and 10,000 a month Lumaxa dollars. It's a huge, huge difference. So just strive for 5. Ooh, I like that. I might have to coin that one right there. Strive for 5. Get your 5 on board and help them do the same. And just plug it in, plug it out, 5 levels deep. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. So again, here's an illustration here that will show you of exactly what happens here when you get your E39 organization starting to grow, how it's going to place over here in the dual team. Remember, it's automatic. So your first one here, it goes left to right here on the unilevel plan. Let me get my pen to right here. 1 second, guys. We got righty. There we go. I'm going to make that line a little bit smaller, though. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so your first one here is going to come over here. Your second guy in is going to come over here on the right side. And make sure that on the dual team, if you're building the dual team, you're going to be qualifying the dual team, have it set to weak side placement. That way the computer automatically places them in the most fortuitous position. In other words, in a position that's going to help you make money and be qualified. First one always goes left. And then the next one's always going to go to the next weak side, which would be the right side here. Then the next one will go back left, and then right and left, right. So it's going to kind of self-balance your dual team if you're on the weak side positioning in the profile. And I'll even show that to you here in a little bit. Okay, so the third one you bring in would come down over here. The fourth one's going to pop over here to the right. And the fifth one would come down here. It's going to keep on going, left, right, left, right. As you continue to build your first level on the unilevel, it's going to start to populate your dual team. Now, when your members here are bringing on their people, then of course, you know, they're going to populate on the left side. Like if this guy here, who's right here, he brings in this lady right here, okay, she's going to come down on his left side. So this lady here would slide down right here, okay, because it's on his first left. And then if he enrolled this guy here, then that guy is going to go down on the right side here. So you can see as this unilevel is growing here, they're sliding in here in the dual team. The dual team's starting to grow. And to get paid, of course, you got to have that 50 DTV qualifier. Now, that's on any product. That's not just on the gum. That could be in the Nyloxin, the Pet Pain Away, the Seva Light, the Seva Boost, the Seva Slim, any of these products. Of course, you don't really need the gum. You're getting it through the 39. But if you want to get the Seva Lift, if you want to get the Seva Total, Seva Boost products, you could. If you want to get the Nyloxin products, any of those products can be used in our builder packs for the 50 DTV. So again, hopefully you're getting the illustration here that as this team over here starts to build out and they start to generate these Lumaxa dollars over here, and then they start using their Lumaxa dollars, whether it's 500 a month or 1,000 a month or 500 a week or 500 a day with the Lumaxa dollars, whatever it is, and they start to buy their product packages and shipping them out to people, then guess what? You've got these Lumaxa dollars flooding in your dual team over here, okay? And that's triggering commissions over here on this side, okay? The same way as you're already earning income over here. So hopefully that concept is settling in, that you understand the double dipping concept, that you understand that this is the path of least resistance. It's simple. And, you know, the dual team's a little more complex for people to understand. So let's take away the complexity and not even really talk about the dual team up front. We're talking about E39, 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 and watch this happen and unfold. And as they run down that path, they're going to be more enlightened to what's going on. They're going to understand the bigger picture of Lumaxa. They're going to start to get the bigger picture. But right at the beginning, you don't want them overwhelmed, because that's what keeps people in inaction. They don't do anything if they feel overwhelmed with too much information. We just want to keep it simple, and as we keep them going down the path of least resistance, they start to see a consistent string of wins. Their confidence builds, their excitement builds, the momentum builds. They start making money. Their people start making money, and all of a sudden, without them even really thinking about it, they have the position to double, triple, quadruple their income, you know, after 30, 60, 90 days, because the dual team's going to start to kick in, and that's when they're like, oh my gosh, this thing is way better than I even thought it was. I mean, you know, now I'm getting paid from 2 different places in the comp plan, and I didn't even realize that I was doing this, okay? So it's like a nice little bonus and surprise waiting on the back end that's going to start to develop once they're funneling people into the E39 program. All right. So a couple of the key strategies in review here. Focus on getting 5 or more. Some of you have the capabilities to sponsor 15, 20, 30, 50, 100. And the more the better for you, okay? Because they're all going to go first level, and that's going to make that level 5 so massive, so big that you can make a $1,000 a day income very, very quickly if you're sponsoring 15, 20, 30 frontline people. So, I mean, if you have the capability to sponsor more than 5, then do it. But at least focus on getting 5. Help them get their 5. And then if you put some urgency behind it, to try to enroll 5 people, and that might be an aggressive goal, 5 within the first 10 days. I don't think so personally, because you can invite 5, 10, 15 people to a webinar, and within 10 days, there's easily 2 or 3 or 4 webinar opportunities, plus you have the 24/7 webinar now up on the Lumaxa channel. So within 10 days, you can invite 5 people a day within 10 days. That's 50 people. If you show this program, literally, I'd even challenge somebody to try this. If you introduce this to 50 people and they watch that webinar presentation, if you didn't get 5 signups, folks, I mean, I should go back to bed and forget about what I'm doing, because I tell you what, this program sells itself. I can't see any valid reason why you wouldn't sign up, at least 25 or 30 people out of 50 invites. But let's just say worst case scenario, you invite 50 people in 10 days, you're going to have 5 people join. I'm pretty confident. Now, again, your 5 qualifies you definitely for all 5 levels. You only need 3 actually to get through 5, but if you're focused on 5, you're definitely paid through 5 levels. And ultimately, at the same time, again, this is one of those things that builds on the side that you don't even have to consciously think about, but your rank qualifications are going to continue to grow on the back end, from an orange sapphire when you start off in the company all the way to the top rank level in Lumaxa called red diamond. And that doesn't really mean much to you perhaps right now, but let me just tell you this. If you qualify as a red diamond in the comp plan, you're at the highest rank level, you will open up 10 generational levels or 10 levels of matching bonuses on the dual team comp plan. So just say the word kaboom, because kaboom is what happens to your income when you're getting paid 10 levels of matching bonuses. It just goes crazy. Matching checks on 1,000 potential people in your downline through 10 levels is a good thing. So what I'm telling you is that if you just focus on the simple, roll 5, teach them to get 5, do that through 5 levels, you're not even going to have to really think too much about these rank advancements. It's just going to happen. You're going to start to get emails that say, congratulations, you just advanced to diamond. Congratulations, you just advanced to black diamond. Congratulations, you just advanced to blue diamond. Congratulations, you just advanced to yellow diamond. And congratulations, ultimately, you are at the top of the mountain. You have hit red diamond. Folks, at that point, you might as well just go ahead and start thinking about retirement, because you're going to be making some really serious residual income, okay? So we're talking about, making something that may seem to be complex and difficult something easy, okay? Everybody can focus on the number 5. Number 5. That's how many people you want to bring on board. That's how many people you want to teach them to bring on board, and just focus on helping your team do the same. And as you are doing this, these other great things are happening on the side, so you don't have to consciously worry about it, think about it. It's just going to happen, okay? And again, if you built a 5x5, your income would be over $20,000 a month and $10,000 a month in Lumaxa dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how you could fail in this business if you had $10,000 a month with a product to give away to people, especially as awesome as our products are here with Lumaxa. So, the question is, are you ready to make some serious money? Ask yourself, am I ready? Am I serious? Because if you are, folks, this is the right place at the right time of the year. You've heard me say this over and over in the last 2 weeks. I'm going to keep telling you, because within about 2 weeks from now, Labor Day is going to go past us. We're going to step into a whole different dimension of MLM. The fall, September, October, November, December, is for the most explosive months of the year to build a network marketing business. It's a whole different mind shift that people have about the next 4 months. Why is that? There's many different reasons, but primarily it's because people have spent money during the summer with vacations and so forth. A lot of people kind of pull back a little bit in network marketing. They don't really work their hardest in the summer because they want to enjoy the weather and so forth. And in the fall, the nights get, shorter, and the temperatures go down in the north, and people feel like their options for outdoor activity and things get less and less, and they just get more in the zone. Their kids are back in school. The kids have routines to get back into, homework at night, earlier bedtimes, and so the mom and dad also kind of get back into routine. And part of that routine is they start thinking about, what can I do to make some more money with Christmas only 100 plus days away, and to replace my savings I just spent on my vacation I was on last month, and so making money is synonymous with September, October, November, and December. And of course, it rings again in January with the new year. That's a whole different mind shift that happens with the new year type of thinking, because then people are thinking, okay, I need to work on my New Year's resolutions. But right now, in this next 4 months, it's a very explosive time of the year. So if you are ready, the timing could not be better for you to be talking about E39, because there are many, many people whose minds are going to be wide open to look at a business like this. Okay, so hopefully some of this information has been helpful to you to really get the concept of why the E39 system was set up, what the purpose of it is, why we're going to drill down on E39, because we want to create the path of least resistance. We want to create that straightforward, quick path to building and duplicating a huge organization and getting into the profit quickly. That's really the key, is if you can get your team into profit, they're never going to leave you. They're never going to go to another business. They're going to stay right with you all the way, okay? Because there's no reason for them to go someplace else if they're making money with you in Lumaxa. And this is the easiest way to get it done, is with this program. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to flip over to back to our normal room setting here. And one moment while I get that done. All right, we have our two moderators in the room here. Actually, I'm going to bring on, we got Frank in the room here with us today, helping us out with some Q&As here. And let's see, Shelly, where did Shelly go? Here's Shelly. Shelly's also going to help us out. So we got a couple of our people in the room here that are going to help us out with question and answers about anything that we went up with here today. Feel free to type in your questions, and we'll try to get to everybody here. We got some time in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So, anything specifically that you need to know or understand better than what we explained, feel free, type them in the chat. That's correct. Yep, I did realize that, but we were stressing 5 because we want to show people the bigger potential. But yeah, as Frank correctly pointed out, you don't need to enroll 5 to get paid through 5 levels. That just enrolling 3 people can get you qualified through all 5 levels in the pay plan. We're suggesting at least focus on 5. But the way this program is, guys, I'm not kidding you. You should be able to enroll 1 person a day. And if you just work Monday through Friday, that's 5 people a week. You could put 20 people a month in this program. I mean, if you can talk to 5 people a day, I have no doubt you're going to find 1 person out of 5 that's going to see the value in E39. Talk to 5 people a day, put them on the webinar presentation. It doesn't have to be live. Yes, we do live webinars Tuesdays and Thursdays, but do you know those are not the only presentations available? We have a 24/7 webinar. I'm going to go ahead and type it in here. It's available to you right now. If you go check it out, it's only 32 minutes to watch. And you can be posting that video out everywhere, okay? Send it off on an email, private message somebody on Facebook, text it to somebody, And by the way, I'm going to be putting together a little promotional video. It's going to be about maybe 2 to 3 minutes long, and I'll have it ready probably by next Tuesday. But I'm going to work on it over the weekend. I'm going to put a little promotional video together. That's going to be a little sizzle video, a little teaser video, almost like a movie trailer, that will get somebody excited and curious to want to know more about the E39, and then your follow-up behind that little sizzle video is going to be the webinar, okay? So we're going to put that all together here in the next couple of days. I'll announce that probably Tuesday, or maybe even Monday in the Power Up training. We'll see how fast I can get it done, but we're going to put that little teaser video together so that you can lead with that, get people interested, kind of set the hook, and then get them into the system with the webinar, and then follow up with your 3-way with the upline, or bring them on the live webinar if you have to, so that they can experience that. But folks, I'm telling you, it's just numbers. Just put 4 or 5 people a day in front of that video, and you could easily sign up one person a day. Easy. All right, I'm going to stop talking here and allow you guys to start asking some questions here. And if there are no questions, I guess we can wrap this one up. Can we get a capture page? Yeah, you know, that's a great question. That's something that we're going to look into here, and that's why I was saying I'm going to put this video together, and the video could easily be on the capture page and could help you funnel into the webinar presentation. So you're right on track, Carol Ann and Shelley, with what I'm talking about. Right on track. Just give us a little time here to put it all together. Okay, fantastic. Absolutely. Great question. Thank you for asking, Carol Ann and Shelley. Anybody else question or comment here today about E39 and what you need to do to build this business? We'll just hang out here for about 2 more minutes here, guys. Wait for any questions or comments. Otherwise, you know, there's no point in us keeping this webinar going. So you got about 2 minutes here. Clock is running. If you have a question, type it in the chat. Yeah, if you want to share a comment, feedback, feel free. We'll wait here a couple minutes. Awesome. Wow, MPHC stock went up 40%. That's awesome, guys. Boy, I tell you, don't miss out on that opportunity. That's be my advice. If you don't have any of that stock yet, you may want to consider stacking up and getting a bunch, because it's only going to go one place. In my opinion, that's up, because this got such great potential in the future. And awesome. Anybody else here? Question, comment, feedback? Type it in the chat. You got about another 60 seconds. If we hear none, we're going to wrap this one up today. I guess I'll just put a little plug in for Monday. We'll have our next presentation Monday on the conference bridge. The Power Up training every Monday, remember, is always going to be on the conference line. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is going to be in the webinar room. And just be mindful of that. So we'll be back on Monday in the Power Up training conference call. Okay. Well, I am not seeing a lot of comments or questions. Well, let me ask a question. I always like to get a polling question, make sure we're touching the heartbeat of everything here. How many feel like you understand E39? If you could just type in the chat your answer, yes or no. If you feel like you understand E39 well enough that you could sell one today, type in yes. All right, way to go, Caroline and Shelley. Rhonda and Tom, perfect, awesome. Good to see. Dusty, perfect, awesome. All right, guys. Well, fantastic, glad to hear it. Now's the time to take action, folks. You know, perfect knowledge is actually worth nothing to you unless you put it in step with action. So take the knowledge of this information from these trainings and from the webinars. And folks, I'm telling you, if all you did was just put that link out to that webinar in the YouTube channel, the 32-minute webinar this weekend, get that out to as many people as possible, you're going to have people calling you back saying, that looks fantastic. How do I get on board with that? Just expose that video, okay? And then we're going to make it even better here for you here in the next week or 2 or 3, however long it takes for us to, you know, put this little sizzle video together, and you know, we'll look at the capture page situation and put that together. We'll get some additional supporting tools to help promote E39. All right, guys, God bless. Thank you so much for plugging in this Saturday morning. Have a great rest of your weekend. See you back on Monday. Thank you, Frank and Shelley, for your help in the room today as well. And this will officially end our Saturday training webinar.